So I saw this story in the Daily Mail, right? It gets old when people out here are making a legitimate living, and that living entails dealing with mess that they don't feel like dealing with. But because you got bills to pay, or you just love that job, you have to take the bad with the good. But sometimes some of the bad just becomes a little too much to deal with. What I mean is, for example, because this bus driver was arrested for assault in Newark, New Jersey, the one I'm referring to in the article, okay? People in the comments are saying he's since been fired, but I have not been able to confirm that. So something happened with him where a passenger on that bus apparently started talking crap, and then somewhere within that altercation between the bus driver and this passenger who was talking crap at the bus driver, because the two were going back and forth, the passenger spat on the bus driver. Let me say this as a person who was spat on in the past. The person who spat on me is 3. That's the only reason I did not jerk him up. I was 16 years old and he was a 3-year-old little boy. If he had been my age or she had been my age, I can't promise you what I wouldn't do. It takes a whole new level of nasty to spit on someone. Over an argument, you decide you're going to spit on people. Then the bus driver stops the bus. He hints that people need to go back. Then he starts pummeling the guy that spat on him, and the guy's getting in the fetal position. Now, this is after he said, "Stop the bus," to the bus driver, "Let's get off and fight." No, the bus driver pummeled him right there because he spat on him. Let's understand that being spat on can get you a whole lot of different reactions. Some woman in the background yelling at the bus driver, "Stop, stop. It's okay, it's okay," as if the bus driver is totally at fault once he starts pummeling the guy. Look, let me say this. I don't condone any form of violence, but let's be honest. Spitting on someone is also a form of violence, okay? So let's not pretend like that's not a form of assault. And people are saying, well, or there's a very few, well, I don't think the being spit on equals being pummeled like that. Okay, then you get spit on and you see what happens, and I'm not wishing that on anyone. So don't come trying to get my video flagged. I'm putting that out there right now, okay? Can you imagine me, because I sympathize with the bus driver, okay? How often he's put up with that and sat there for however long and sucked that up because he need to make a living like we all do. And yeah, y'all can give me this mess about going and finding a new job, different job. But what if the job he had great pay and great benefits? You're telling him to run. Why? Because other people don't know etiquette and don't know how to behave? Like I said, it's been reported that he's been fired. I definitely know that the bus driver was arrested on the scene, but not the guy who spat on him, which to my knowledge, spitting on someone is either assault or should be considered assault. This is what I'm going to say to people who work certain jobs, and you know who you are. I can't tell you not to defend yourself. I can't tell you to not have a little bit of anger towards certain states in your life. I can't tell you what to do and what not to do in certain situations, okay? Because there's a whole new level of nasty and disrespect on any human being. My worst enemies, I couldn't even in a dream think about, even awake, spitting on them. That is one of the lowest human things you can do to another person. Or throw any kind of bodily fluids at a person, period. It is disgusting. What I want you all to grasp and understand is that if you work certain types of jobs, people who themselves may not have employment or nothing else better to do, because you're a bus driver, because you're a barista, because you're the garbage man, or you're like the mailman, or a mail carrier, and you may have to worry about somebody's vicious dog, or in certain cases cats coming after you, and that person wanting to defend their pet. Understand that there really are miserable people in this world on whatever route that you take every day, or whoever you serve every day, that will literally use any means necessary to get you fired because they just don't have anything else better to do. And again, this doesn't mean when the man got spat on, he should have turned the other cheek and then just let it slide, because when you do that, then this guy's gonna go on somebody else's bus. Oh, he effed around and found out with this bus driver. Oh, I think he talking mess. And then when he gave you and served you up that whole pound cake with cream and strawberries, you didn't like that, did you? Then you're gonna go in the fetal position. You knew what you was doing. It wasn't just that bus driver could beat your behind because you tested his gangster and you lost. You knew by getting in that fetal position with people filming, it can look to certain people when you want to put an assault charge that you are the victim. You're not fooling anybody with this, sir. You got on that bus, started something with a hard-working man who was minding his own business. Then you assaulted him first, and now you get to come out as the victim. For those of us who know how to behave in public, we're sick and tired of your type of person. Understand that we know that you don't have anything else better to do, but realize that the rest of us do. My sympathies to that bus driver. I sincerely hope he beats that assault charge and that he gets a new job, or at least go back to where he was and can work with respect and dignity and peace.